I work with hair pretty much every day of my life. Your haircut might be fresh, but if you're making these 5 mistakes, you're messing up without even knowing it. So let's fix that. So mistake number 1 is washing your hair every single day. Shampooing on the daily strips your hair of its natural oils. The reason your hair dries out is because whenever you shampoo every day, you're clearing your hair of the natural oils that your hair does need. So your hair starts to overproduce oil, and then that oil could sometimes clog up your pores, and then that creates dry scalp. And that's why you might have dandruff, even though you shampoo your hair every single day. So an alternative is instead wash your hair, try to go for maybe at least like 2 to 3 times a week. See how that works first. And then whenever you do shower, in between when you're not shampooing, just use conditioner. And if you think not shampooing every day is gonna make your hair smelly, if you use conditioner, you'll be all right. Oh, and the second thing is, I don't know if you guys know like second day hair. So it's pretty much because your hair has like the oils in it, it's natural oils. So it's a little easier to style, but whenever you do shampoo every single day, you're stripping your hair of that natural oil that your hair needs. So sometimes it's harder to style your hair whenever you do shampoo. So that's just a bonus tip. So mistake number 2, you're using the wrong hair product. There's so many products out there now. You got clays, pomades, gels, waxes, texture powders, sprays, leave-in conditioners, curl creams. The list can go on and on and on and on. But for certain hair types, say straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, there's usually hair products that are good for this hair type and this hair type. So for straight hair, usually I like to use either clays, pomades, or texture powders just to bring out that texture in the straight hair. For curly hair, I don't really like to use clays that much. Pomades, I might use it just for a little bit of hold, but texture powder, I don't really like using texture powder on curly hair either, just because texture powder tends to like clog up your hair. So for curly hair, I usually like to use either like leave-in conditioners, curl creams. If you do want like a little bit extra hold, and pomade, and then just crunch your hair and let the curls curl, basically. And bonus tip, after you do shampoo, make sure you put in a hair oil, like an argan oil or a leave-in conditioner, and that's just gonna help your hair not be dry or frizz up. And also for curly hair, if your hair is like poofing and frizzing up, then a leave-in conditioner or hair oil should help that. The next mistake is not protecting your hair while you sleep. This doesn't matter too much if you do have like shorter hair, say like a buzz cut or maybe something like my hair and you're just maintaining this length. But if you do want to grow your hair out or you do have longer hair, when you're not protecting your hair while you sleep, your hair is usually rubbing on the pillows, and that causes a lot of friction on your hair, and it tends to make your hair frizz up and could potentially break your hair in the long run. So when you are sleeping, try to avoid cotton pillowcases. Cotton creates friction, it dries out your curls overnight. So if you want to protect your hair at night, I do like to go for satin pillowcases just because it's gonna have less of friction on your hair, which is gonna cause like that frizziness and that breakage of hair. So protect your hair at night. Another mistake is asking for the wrong haircut for your face shape or your hair type, and then being disappointed with the result. All right, another mistake is using that damn 10-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, gun cleaner, car oil in the shower. What you want to do is have separate products for each of those. You want to have a separate shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and face wash. But let's talk about the hair. So whenever you have a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, that usually dries out your scalp and it's not conditioning it properly. The convenience isn't worth it. What you want is separate shampoo and separate conditioner. Shampooing, you want to do that probably around 2 to 3 times a week, and conditioner, I usually recommend pretty much every day or so. Okay, another mistake is not brushing or combing your hair on the daily. This one's mostly for my curly hair guys or my wavy hair guys. Whenever you're not brushing or combing your hair daily, your hair is gonna tangle up. and it just makes it really hard, not just for us as barbers, but also for you whenever you're styling your hair and whenever you do want to brush it out. Whenever you do start trying to brush it out, it's going to be very hard to brush it out just because your hair is tangled, and sometimes you even have like knots to where your hair like knots up. I see it all the time whenever I'm combing hair and I'm combing out like curly hair. I'll be combing through it, and then there's like literally hair just like stuck together and pretty much knotted up, and then we have to like comb it out, or if it's like the part we're gonna cut already, I'll just cut it out because it's not coming out. Some bonus tips: ignoring neck hair in between cuts. If you do want to have your haircuts last a little bit longer, just clean up the neck hairs you have here, and then just line up the sideburns. That'll make it look cleaner for maybe another week or so. That's just another tip. Another mistake is wearing hats too often. It's like creating this like heat barrier. I think that's how you call it. It's like a heat barrier in your hat, and that's drying your hair out. It traps sweat, and then usually it could cause scalp irritation just because of all the heat and all the moisture buildup. That's one mistake, wearing hats too often. Let your hair breathe, man. Let it breathe. You need air for your hair so it can work properly. But so yeah, those are the 5 mistakes. I probably went a lot more than 5 again. I think it was more like 7 or 8. I was about to say 6, 7. But yeah, if you want your haircut to last a little longer, have your hair healthier and all that good stuff, make sure you follow these tips and don't make these mistakes. If I miss anything, comment down below. Let me know. Whatever video you want to see next, let me know as well in the comments down below. Like this video if you liked it, if you found it informative, and then subscribe for more content. Thank you guys for watching. It's Aaron from Change Barber Studio.